Welcome, everyone. Andy and Jim from Winning in the Shadows are going to break down PFL World Tournament 9 2025 main event. Godzi, Rabadanov, and Alfie Davis. Like we all predicted, Alfie Davis is going to makes it to the championship. So, not going to be a long video. We'll just break down the main card. There's not, at the time of recording, there's just not a lot of lines out. And we have some bizarro fights. But, yeah, we'll touch on each one of these fights, give you our thoughts. So, let's start with the main event here. Godzi, Rabadanov, and Alfie Davis. Godzi, big favorite, makes all the sense in the world. Jim, what's your technical breakdown on this one?
Godzi's the best fighter in the PFL, in any division. I think we can finally say it. Like, he just is. From a technical standpoint, he is one of Khabib's guys. He is a wrestling juggernaut. The striking is making strides every single fight that he's out there. I would venture to say that his striking rivals a couple other Nurmagomedovs. I know they get all the hype, but man, does this guy look good. And I'm not just saying from the Kevin Lee knockout. Look what he has done to these people over 2 years here.
Yep.
He got to where he needed to be with his wrestling, but now that striking is coming a long, long way. Cardio checks out, chin checks out, grappling checks out, striking checks out, camp checks out, age, height, everything. Speed, he's just an all-star. And Alfie Davis, the guy we never thought we were going to see in the finals, somehow is here by beating Clay Collard, the most exciting man in PFL.
I would just like to say that of all my takes in the moment that people said I was an idiot on, this may be the one that I may have been proven the absolute most correct on. When they were trying to tell me that Clay Collard was the most exciting fighter on the planet, I was like, I don't get it. That was like Tom Hanks and Big in the boardroom meeting. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Raising my hand. I don't get it. So anyway, keep going with Alfie Davis.
So we bet on Alfie against Oscar Owensworth.
Listen to these names.
Remember this guy?
Yes.
And
what's Oscar up to these
Alfie
days?
went to decision with. Yeah, let's see what Oscar's been up to.
He's not doing well.
8-4 now. Okay. Claudio Pacella. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he got knocked. That's right. He lost to Claudio Pacella. I can't believe that Alfie Davis didn't get him out of there. Like, it was just an uninspiring performance. Goes up against Mansour Barnaoui, the perennial ball dropper, and gets choked out. Bad luck. Gets the gift of Clay Collard and then the gift of 40-plus-year-old Brett Primus, who has one round of good grappling in him, and then it's over. This is one-way traffic for Godzi. This is Godzi by finish. Godzi is not just winning fights, he is taking appendages and heads home with him. That's his mentality going through here. He is on a mission to prove that he is the best lightweight in the world. And do not be surprised if PFL locks this guy up long term. And if they don't, you're going to see him in the UFC. He is a UFC
man,
level.
he'd be a great one in UFC. Oh, he'd be fantastic.
I know a lot of these guys haven't done good. We just got done talking about Pico. He is a guy who would have some real success in the UFC.
Yeah. All right. This one has my attention. Liz Carmouche versus Jenna Bishop. And the books, I'm sorry, I think the books are lighting this as this is Liz Carmouche from like a couple years ago here. I'll go first here, Jim, and I'll just say 5 rounds, give me a sprinkle on Jenna Bishop at plus 250. We have made a lot of money on Liz Carmouche, like a lot of money, starting way back when. This fight against Loredana did not give you a lot of confidence in Liz Carmouche going into a 5-round fight. And listen, she's 41. And against Joanne, she has this amazing shot. She called her shots. She said she wanted her first finish strikes to the body, and she did. But Joanne stood there. She might as well have been hitting a dead pig hanging from a meat hook. Watanabe, armbar, okay. Juliana Velasquez, who, looking back, going to decision against Velasquez is not that great of a look. McFarlane, and So the best fighter that she's fought, really, Tyler Santos, she lost to. That's just the facts. Her cardio ain't there, and I'm noticing these aging fighters are not that excited to wrestle anymore. And Carmouche's wrestling has looked, I don't know what's the word, labored, not as crisp, not as powerful, especially once you get in rounds 2 or 3. And Jenna Bishop, I think she's got the cardio to make this really, really tough for Liz Carmouche if this gets to rounds 3, 4, and 5. I could see a dominant round 1 for Liz, where Liz almost gets Bishop out of there, and then in round 2, you're like, oh, Liz is tired. And now Bishop is winning the ground exchanges and control, and Carmouche is gassy. I think this is Carmouche by early finish. But you put Liz Carmouche in your parlays and this thing gets to round 3, you are going to be terrified. So, Bishop, again, who she lost to? Santos and Ditcheva. She should be losing to them. I thought she was game against Tyler Santos. So I'm going to sprinkle. No, I haven't done it yet, but it's certainly not Carmouche at minus 310. If you're playing anything, it's dog or nothing in this one.
There's going to be way more money that's going to come in Carmouche. There's
no
point
day of parlays
and
zero. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, let's play a little MMA math, shall we? Not that.
Okay.
Okay. So Liz Carmouche beats Watanabe. Liz was getting her ass kicked till she pulled off.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
In the 3rd round at 4 minutes and 52 seconds.
We had Liz by finish, and we were just like, not only is she not going to finish, she's going to lose.
8 seconds left in the fight, and that's a loss. Okay, Janet Bishop fights Watanabe. Digs deep, wins a unanimous decision. It ended up being unanimous, keep in mind. Close fight, but digs deep. What I've noticed with Jenna Bishop, she has the ability to dig deep. She's getting her butt kicked against Shakalova. Finds a way to win. Shakalova gets tired. She stays safe in the grappling. She is offensive, which keeps people from pushing forward and getting to their dominant positions because Jenna is an ace on the ground. Since that Ditcheva fight, would you say we've seen improvements in Jenna Bishop?
Huge improvements from Jenna Bishop's. Yeah, she's looked good.
She's no spring chicken either, okay? But the downfall of Liz and all these fights and all this damage, people are overlooking Jenna Bishop like she doesn't even have a chance in this fight. This is going to end up being Liz minus 400, minus 500 by fight day. And Jenna Bishop is live in this 5-round fight, 1,000%. The other thing about Liz with her striking, she has no respect for anybody else's striking. If you notice in this tournament, her chin is straight up in the air. Now, Jenna Bishop's striking is not good, but if you get hit with your chin straight up in the air, it is going to hurt you. And we saw her get clipped in that last fight against Elora Donna in the 3rd round.
Yes, we absolutely did.
Just saying, tread lightly on Liz here. I think I don't hate a sprinkle on Bishop by any means once this line widens.
Marceli Alves, I don't know if it's Alves or Alves. He's taken money early, but then the line is settled in. He's minus 205 against Justin Wetzell. I think my problem is I so correctly told you how the Mando Gutierrez Justin Wetzell fight was going to go that I'm just wondering, like, what if he does the same thing? Like, what if he can take Alves down and control him and grind out these rounds, because that's kind of what he does. But then you go back and look, and you're like, all right, who's Wetzell facing? Like Mando Gutierrez fighting in the PFL tournament still blows my mind. Like, what did we say? Mando Gutierrez or Justin Wetzell's going to fight in the finals? Mm-hmm. It's very PFL of you. What did you say? This is very PFL of you. Who's your champion? Popov.
Yeah, Oleg Popov has a chance to be your heavyweight champion.
Oleg, one-leg takedown.
This is a heavyweight division that consists of Francis Ngannou, Dennis Goldzov, Rena Ferreira.
Now we're down to Romanov and Popov. Unbelievable. All right, but back to this. Yeah, not super impressed. This Kasimov. All right, whatever. But again, it's unanimous. And you told me to do something. You were like, do the thing where you watch them side by side. So put up Alves' last fight on a screen, and right next to it, Wetzell. Man, Alves is so much quicker than Wetzell on the feet. It was scary. So I worry about the takedown. I worry about the control. But man, Wetzell's gonna have to do it for 5 rounds. And Alves' striking has gotten better. He's certainly faster on the feet, and he's gotten a lot better since this loss. Like Leandro Higo's a real fighter, and that was a really good performance. And then he beat the shit out of Hadley. He beat the shit out of Jake Hadley, which you and I were a little worried about. So in the end, I think Alves is the pick, but I just can't get the Wetzel takedowns out of my head. What do you think?
Wetzel is going to have some success with the wrestling in round one. He really doesn't have an option not to. If he doesn't have success with the takedowns in round one, we could see this fight end in round one. It's that cut and dry of a striker versus grappler situation that we have here. He's going to come across the cage. He might even get Alves on the ground. What I love about Alves is he doesn't settle ever. Ever. If you take him down, he is right back up. And the second that he gets separation, he is going to punish you for going for that takedown. He makes you pay for trying to take him down or taking him down. He gets up, and there's a leg kick that follows right after it when you get to the feet, or a 1-2 down the pipe that's just vicious. The speed it's not even comparable between these two guys. Don't freak out at face-offs. Wetzel's going to look huge compared to him. That's okay. It's a 5-round fight. So you have Wetzell, who had to shave his head to make weight. His last fight. This is now the third weight cut in how many months? Meanwhile, you have Alves, who's not supposed to be here, hasn't had to cut a lot of weight, and is fresh as a daisy. Took absolutely zero damage against Jake Hadley. None. I do not believe that Wetzell is going to be able to take him down for 5 rounds. The damage is going to add up. And I'm not going to be shocked to see Alves get the knockout within 2 rounds in this fight and just end it. Wetzel's so hittable, and he's had the perfect matchmaking of guys that can't do damage to him because they can't get up off their back. So Alves, this guy is the next Jesus Pinedo. He is the Jesus Pinedo of this season, the guy that comes out of nowhere, knocks out the previous champion. Next thing you know, he's fighting for the title.
Interesting take. I like that. Let's move on to Mads Burnell and Robert Watley. I called you and I was like, are we missing the underdog of the card, Watley here? And by the way, it's already moved 6 points since I called you. So somebody else has noticed. Here's what I noticed. I noticed Mads Burnell had absolutely nothing after about 4 minutes and 50 seconds against J.J. Wilson. And when I say he had nothing, I mean he had nothing. He was exhausted, and he couldn't even really get his takedowns going. And then round 2, J.J. Wilson just lays on him and holds him there. It was almost like the big brother doing the why you hitting yourself. And then he does the same thing in round 3, and Burnell had nothing, absolutely nothing. It took J.J. Wilson long enough to get the ground and pound. My God, he was there forever. But Burnell looked awful. And Watley is coming off of a fight where he went 4 rounds, and he had more than enough gas left at the end. In fact, he gets the rear naked choke because he was able to do enough damage, and his opponent got tired. What you'll notice in that fight, his opponent pick him up, take him down, boom. Like you said with Alves, he just popped right back up. So it was like, it wouldn't surprise me if Forrest got credited with 15 takedowns, but he also got up with like maybe 30 seconds of control time. And Watley's striking is certainly not the most dynamic in the world, but it doesn't have to be against an exhausted Mads Burnell. So at plus 120, I think you're just hoping that Mads has to work really hard in the first round, because if he does, Watley is going to be – the speed in rounds 2 and 3 is going to be hilarious, like way faster than Burnell. I got Watley, this unknown Watley. Most people don't – I had never really heard of him. I didn't know much about him. Then I did the tape study, and I was like, I can't believe this guy's plus money. So I don't know if you've had a chance to look at this one.
I have. After we spoke, I did look at it, and you touched on something very important in our conversation. we spoke about fights that are not within the tournament, how they can be quirky.
Yeah.
We've seen fighters not really give a crap, and it's like, well, this isn't a tournament fight. And you hit the nail on the head. You go, I think that helps this play. Why does
Yeah.
Mads Burnell care?
Yeah, Watley does. He's
Watley
coming
does.
off
No,
of
Watley
CFFC, and this guy
wants
fought
a
in
PFL
PFL
contract.
before.
Yep.
Yeah, he fought in PFL before, and so
Yeah, now it hasn't gone well for him in PFL, but you're looking at a very different fighter than those fights back then. And he's also fighting a very different fighter. Mads Burnell's just been a disappointment, and personally a disappointment to me. I was a big fan of Mads Burnell in Bellator. And the fact that he's a 155er here and not 145, I think is starting to show that this is not his right weight class. It really isn't. We haven't seen the volume that we saw in Bellator. We haven't seen the speed. And let's face it, Mads comes in looking like he's a guy that just doesn't want to cut weight, not a guy that put on an extra 10 pounds of muscle and has abs. So he's more like, oh, they don't have a division. Now I can just eat what I want. I'm not backing that guy. I'm not backing that guy with my money. You want to move up in weight, that's fine. Put some muscle on, eat good, but train hard. And I'm just not seeing that. Not seeing that from him. So you're talking me into it, man. You're talking me into it. Before it swings to him as the favorite, we might have to make a move here.
Velasquez and Shakalova. I mean,
This is such a PFL thing to do, isn't it?
Shakalova beats Velasquez. They're just like, run it back.
We don't like
Run
the
it back.
outcome. Fight again.
Like when Dana White did that on a Contender Series last year when the guy he loved lost. And he was like, thought the judging was terrible. Make him fight again. Like, wait, what? I don't know what changes here, man. Shakalova got the easiest single leg takedown I've ever seen in a women's fight, and then just jumped on her back, and Velasquez did nothing. What is supposed to change in this? Maybe it's not as quick, but I don't see it, man. To me, it's Shakalova. You can wait till props come out and take Shakalova by submission. I mean, Velasquez looks so terrible. And who is she beating? Lisa Malden. That's her big win, since 2021. So, to me, it's Shakalova. To be honest, I'm really surprised it's only minus 225. I think this is an incredible price. What do you think?
Keep scrolling down that Velasquez record, by the way. You missed a lot of interesting matchups here. You're like, who is she beating, right? Denise Kiholtz, Alimale McFarlane, Bruna Ellen, Who's Christy Williams?
Na Liang.
Who's
Boy,
Rebecca
there's a
Ruth? Na Liang. There's our girl. Can we get Na Liang another fight in the UFC? She was a moneymaker. Missed that Na Liang.
Yeah.
Velasquez showed me nothing, and she hasn't showed me anything in a while. Here's my problem, and it hasn't been spoke about yet. I'll remind everybody, in that Shakalova fight, her last fight, she hurt her knee against Jenna Bishop. She was winning that fight against Jenna Bishop, and she had some kind of a knee injury, and that fight swung the other way towards Bishop. And then you're like, oh no, Shakalova's checked out. Is she healed? We're talking June. Not a lot of time.
2 months.
I don't know how serious it was. Could have been a tweak, but that's still not enough time to fully recuperate, even if it's a sprain. You got to stay off it. I'm a little worried about this number. It all points towards Shakalova, and I might look like an idiot for not betting it, but it's fishy, isn't it? Isn't this number a little fishy for a girl who just ran through the other one?
Well, it opened at minus 200, and within the last couple hours, that's minus 225. So it's not staying fishy. It's moving.
Okay.
So
okay. I mean, I'll pick Shakalova. It's just that I feel like with this rematch, you missed the boat if you didn't bet the first fight. And if you bet the first fight and won, take your money and run. There's no need to bet it again.
All right. Any thoughts on any of these fights? Biagio Walsh is dead to us.
He's dead to us. And he's fighting somebody who's not that bad. So now it is up a weight class for this kid. So
it was up weight class for the last guy that beat him.
Didn't seem to matter.
Jesus.
Didn't seem to matter.
Boy, Boy, that hype train came to a screeching halt last time.
Yeah.
Submitted by Ronnie Gibbs. My
Well, this is
God.
the big question: is he was beating the brakes off of Ronnie Gibbs, and he decided to wrestle.
Yes.
Is there a lesson to be learned out of that? Do we see a Biagio Ali Walsh that goes in and says, the floor is lava, which is what it should have been the whole damn time.
Yes.
You've been boxing
yes.
since you're a child. Box, please.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, yeah, I would say that's the case. He's going to end up on the feet and be a knockout. Now, he trains with Mads Burnell. I'm not really pumped that Mads Burnell's his training partner. Okay? So do what you will with that. I think a good thing to do with that one is fight doesn't go the distance. Biagio Ali Walsh he doesn't need control time. He needs a freaking win.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's either going to be him by knockout or he is as bad as he could be. He gets beat by another prospect. Sabrina D'Souza is going to run through the 8-7 Saray Orozco. This will be a submission probably in round one.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Orozco is just not built for this. She's losing to girls that are 10 and 12. D'Souza, she is a prospect that they want to push. Grappling expert, 3-0, very, very pumped prospect. I will gladly bet whatever I can against Orozco. However, D'Souza's minus 1,000, so do what you will with it.
Yeah, wait for the finish. Finish props.
Other than that, nothing I'm really interested in betting so much. No. PFL's been funky this year with these lower cards, so
yeah,
take
absolutely.
your money and run. I love our 5% play, which we have up, and we can run with that one just in itself by it is. We only need one play to make money every week.
Yeah, we have 2 5% plays that are up, one in PFL, one in UFC. 319, get both of them for $39. One of them is $35. So we just put them together, and it's for $39, and you're going to get all of our UFC plays if we have other plays that we put in besides that. But hitting 73% in 2025 on 5% MMA best bet. So that's been like probably the biggest bright spot that we've had in 2025 is the 5% MMA play. 73% is absolutely killer. We finished the year at that percentage. There's going to be a lot of happy people that have followed MMA play. So go grab that over at wagertalk.com. Don't forget to hit the like button. Leave us a comment in the comment section. Thank you so much for joining us. And I will be live on the Winning in the Shadows YouTube channel for UFC 319 live bets, in-fight predictions, all kinds of fun stuff. So, all right, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night. Take care.
See you guys.